Hello, welcome to Irish Football Fan TV. This is the after-match reaction from Republic of Ireland 1, Denmark 1. Unfortunately, the case is that we didn't win the cup final, so the case is now we are in the playoffs, and Denmark, as you can probably hear them celebrating in the background there, are through to the Euros. But Ciaran, what do you think of the lineup? It was a fairly straightforward lineup. I think the only surprise was Alan Brown came in for Callum Robinson. Yeah. But I mean, from just before kickoff to kind of in the first 15 minutes, I thought the crowd played a real big impact on the players, and I thought the players got up for it. What did you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I think the atmosphere was amazing, wasn't it? It was just like, it really was the whole country and everyone just getting right behind the team, wasn't it? You know, and although the team, I think, like you said, the team kind of picked itself.
Yeah.
There are people at home obviously that might have suggested that maybe there would have been some things that could have been changed, purely for the fact that it was a win-win situation. If we lost or drew, we were still going to play off, and people thought we should have been more positive. But I thought we were positive from the start, but in a sensible manner.
Okay.
In a sensible manner, I think we were, you know, not like the game of 2 years ago where we really did go for it. We were out of the game within 10 minutes. You know?
But I thought the thing was that what I noticed as well is there was a lot of passing the ball and calm at the back. And I remember Darren Randolph was giving it to Glenn Whelan, was dropping deep and trying to play it to defenders. We weren't just lumping it long, because that's what they were expecting, and we weren't doing that. I thought we were getting the ball down and playing it. Yeah. Delaney went off quite early in the game. I think that kind of rocked them a little bit, because he seems to be one of their better players. But overall, I thought for a man, I thought we were excellent. I thought Hendrick started the game kind of slowly. As the game went on, I thought he got more into it. McGoldrick showed how much we missed him. You know, taking the ball in, and he was getting players in and around him. And you'd think of the Conor Howard chance where he got in as well. A lot of stuff was happening, and they weren't causing us any problems. I thought we battered them, being honest with you. They weren't great at all. What were your thoughts? Because, you know,
no, I think,
as I said, the roar and the fans were amazing throughout the whole game. Hats off to them, you know.
Mm-hmm. I think it was more of an awkward situation for them, because people would have seen them as probably a slightly superior team, but they just needed to draw. So it was a weird situation for them, wasn't it? And I think that played into our hands. Every time we got the ball forward, we looked like we were dangerous. Like, they probably had, in the second half, they probably had 3 chances. One of them was the goal, and neither of them were clear cut. And the 2 chances being just fouls, arguing for a penalty. But I thought we battered them. Like, in terms of when we were going forward, we got chance after chance. And yeah, look, we had tiny, small spells without the ball, but that was them more so trying to take the sting out of the game, to drop the atmosphere there back then. But they were never really dangerous when they had it. I thought we were, though, because you think of the Alan Brown chance where he came close. There's obviously Howard in. We had slight chances. Then there was the ball in the second half, whipped across, and it looked like Kasper Schmeichel made a save. A toe poke, Ciaran Clark there could have easily gone in there. You know what I mean? But I thought, like, as the game went on, I thought Enda Stevens was excellent again. Matt Doherty, absolutely fantastic. Probably gets the shirt now, if I'm being honest, on that performance. And then you're looking around, the rest of the team. Clark came in and was solid beside Duffy, like for Egan, which was fine. You know, he was solid, didn't put a foot wrong either, and he'd already had a partnership with Duffy before, so they were that was fine. I thought we were solid, absolutely solid throughout. We were the one creating all the chances. They weren't doing anything. I know they got that goal, and it was probably against the run of play, but we could have easily just gave in there and then, but we went for it. McCarthy brought off Whelan and brought on Maguire. You know, we really went for it then, and Shane Duffy was playing up front for the last 5 minutes. I thought we went for it. You know, I think people at home, they might be critical of how we played, or the fact that Glenn Whelan or Hendrick or whoever they don't like was playing, but I thought everyone for a man was really good. I wouldn't actually put anyone less than a 7 out of 10 on the whole team. Like, even maybe McLean, I didn't think maybe would have given McLean about a 6, but just poor crossing. But I thought overall on the ball he was decent enough.
But as I say, is crossing, and that's ultimately as a winger, that's what you're judged on, is your crossing, your goals. And for me, he didn't do a whole lot. Alan Brown done well, considering.
Really well,
yeah, considering like he's not a regular, but I thought he done well. Howard
in-swing crosses were very dangerous at times. Very dangerous.
Howard he done well. I was surprised to kind of see him coming off, but look, as I said, I thought Nick got it spot on tonight, and we were just unlucky that we just couldn't get that second goal. Yeah. I have absolutely no faults from the fans to the players to Mick tactics. I have to say, it was a great performance, and if we play like that, I think we could beat any of those teams in the playoffs if we play like tonight. You know, and I think Matt Doherty has to play now from now on, and I'm a huge Seamus Coleman fan, but I do think that, and I do think maybe now maybe it's time for players like Josh Cullen to maybe get that run and see what they're made of, you know. Glenn Whelan done nothing wrong, by the way. I was just thinking of legs, and he said himself this could be his last big game at the Aviva.
Some people were saying that we were set to be negative, but that's only true if you play in a negative way.
Yeah,
but
I didn't think we were negative at all.
I thought when you're attacking and stuff like that, in the chaos of it all, you have to be also sensible. Do you know what I mean? And we had a perfect balance, I think, in the way that we played, and every long ball had a purpose behind it. If we did, but we tried to play football as much as we could. We navigate, especially one thing that in the Martin O'Neill era, in the last third of the pitch, they're massive moments where you have the ball in those areas and you're not to just shoot from very far out, or you have to really take your time and work an angle to actually get a good crossing. We never panicked. Like, there was never those moments where we just shot from the middle of nowhere, or maybe even just once maybe, but apart from that, everything was
I remember a McLean chance, but other than that, we were really good. And as I said, I think David McGoldrick just makes us tick. I think everything comes through him once the ball comes up. And I have to say, and maybe it goes a little bit unnoticed, but Darren Randolph's distribution was fantastic tonight. He was picking out players all over the park, and they were going straight to them, and they were meant for the player. It wasn't just a long, aimless kick. Again, these are things that just go unnoticed. I do think, look, I thought I'd be really, really disheartened, but the fact that we kicked on and we gave it a go to the very, very, very end. Matt Doherty with a brilliant header, just like he was watching him for Wolves tonight. He was excellent. You know what I mean? He didn't seem to have that fear, and players were playing balls in front of him rather than behind him, and then he'd have to drag it back up the pitch. I thought he was brilliant. Look, I just see is that Mick McCarthy down there having a pint? No. But like, what would you rate the performance out of 10? The whole performance now, not the players, just the whole performance as a performance. I'd probably give it an 8. If I had
give it 7.
No, 7. Okay, if we had a 1, maybe I'd give it an 8.
Yeah. But like, at the end of the day, like I know people thinking that we didn't win, we didn't go through, and obviously it's more kind of upsetting that on aggregate Denmark were never the better team than us. They're going through, so it's obviously more upsetting that we lost out on two games, basically Switzerland and Georgia that 1 week. That's more upsetting. But people need to remember that the last time we qualified for the championship, we finished 3rd, and we qualified through the playoffs that way. Like, so we still have a lot of positives.
Well, I think as well, you got to take a couple of things into consideration here. We were unbeaten in the group. Oh, sorry, no, we aren't. We were unbeaten at home. Sorry, is what I meant. Which a year ago we were playing Northern Ireland, drawing 0-0 with Northern Ireland. They probably should have beaten us, and we're going, are we ever going to get better? Tonight has given people faith, I think, going forward, that we do have the players and we can hurt teams. And I'm quietly optimistic that we can go to a playoff and do well. I really do think that.
Yeah, especially with that type of atmosphere, that kind of positive attitude. I think it's weird, like, because when we were playing Switzerland, everyone was feeling the worst. Do you know what I mean? Even though we were unbeaten in the group, whereas this game, it was such optimism. Like, so I think we need to go into the game with that. Like, you remember the Danish, Danish meter was sitting beside us, and I mean, his arsehole was going like that right into the last. It was like the whole game. He was just like, the two boys were just like, really thought we were going to score at any moment. Like, you know what I mean? So I think we have to be proud about the performance itself. Yeah,
and I think the manager deserves credit, the staff, and let us know your thoughts anyway in the comments. We're going to get out of here, get down to the mix zone, and speak to some players. So we'll speak to you guys soon. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the performance, and do you think that we could go to a playoff and win the playoff? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. and don't forget to drop a like on the video as it helps the channel grow. Alright, thanks for watching and we'll speak to you soon.